Hello, everyone. I'm Emily, and I am a Weight Watchers coach. I have been with Weight Watchers for the last 5 years, and I have been working with members living with diabetes. I wanted to welcome everyone to our Be a Friend Friday Facebook Live with our guest speaker, Alicia. Now, Alicia is a Weight Watchers member living with diabetes, and we are so excited to have the opportunity to partner with the ADA today on this conversation and bring to this audience the personal story of someone living with diabetes who has also been on a successful weight loss journey with Weight Watchers. So whether you are someone with type 1, 2, or pre-diabetes, or you're caring for someone that does, our hope is that this discussion will inspire and resonate with both members of the ADA and Weight Watchers, and remind those living with diabetes that you are not alone in your experience, and that you have resources through the ADA and Weight Watchers to help you navigate a diabetes diagnosis. We hope you come out of this conversation feeling motivated, feeling rejuvenated, and feeling like you have a community of support behind you. I also want to mention that this discussion is food for thought and it should not be construed as medical advice. So let me formally introduce you to Alicia, a member of the Weight Watchers Diabetes Tailored Plan. So happy to have you here, Alicia. Welcome.
Hi, Emily. I'm so happy to be here as well. Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. So, Alicia, can you start off by sharing a bit about your story and your eventual diabetes diagnosis and how you ended up joining the Weight Watchers Diabetes Tailored Plan?
Well, my whole life I've struggled with my weight, and I've basically been overweight my entire life. So my mom was diagnosed with diabetes when I was very young, and I grew up, it was all around me. It ran in my family. Some of my aunts had it as well. So it was just a part of my life. When I was 25, I was diagnosed with diabetes, and it was scary, 100%. I didn't really, even though it was a part of my life, I didn't really know a lot about it. My mother had lost weight and she was controlling it with weight loss and all of those like great things, exercising, and she was doing wonderful. But when I was diagnosed with it, it was a different feeling to have that as now it's you. And so I started to eat better. I started to go for daily walks. Exercise, I know, is a huge part of helping with diabetes. And I started to incorporate that into my life. I went probably 2 or 3 years with just controlling diabetes with my weight and exercise. And then I ended up actually getting placed on a medication because my sugars I wasn't controlling my sugars as well as I should have been. And maybe at that point, I wasn't taking it as serious as I should have.
Of course, when you're in your 20s, things are different then. Things are different. Yes, I totally understand.
You feel invincible, like, oh,
Absolutely.
I'm fine. I don't have to check my sugars. I can have that dessert, right? Like my mom's fine. That's all okay. And then my mom actually passed away 8 years ago from complications with diabetes. And it completely changed my life. I no longer thought this can't happen to me. This was one of the biggest losses of my life. My mom was my best friend, and I knew that I had to change something. At first, I was just upset with the loss, and I never really, again, didn't take it serious. I thought, okay, do you know what? I'm going to just watch my sugars, exercise, but I was just so taken aback with everything that I never really focused the way I should. And then Weight Watchers has been a huge part of my life as well, because my dad was even on Weight Watchers when I was younger, and he got the key that they used to give out.
A lifetime member.
Yes, he was a lifetime member. So it was great. So I always knew that Weight Watchers and my dad always said, Weight Watchers works. So I decided to join Weight Watchers. Back then, just started tracking points and doing all of the right things, exercise and all of that stuff. And it really started to help me because it was, in a way, it was easy.
Mm-hmm.
It made it simple. It wasn't like you weren't tracking every single thing like macros or calories, or it gave you a point system, and it really helped me to focus on what I needed to do at that time to lose the weight.
Right. Gives you kind of that simple way to focus on your food, on how your food is making you feel. I love that. So, Alicia, when you sign up for Weight Watchers, you're asked about your why. So I love this question because I think it really gives you like an insight into the person. And it is such a powerful question to ask someone. So I want to ask you, what was your original why for signing up?
So my original why was probably what a lot of people's are, to look good, to get healthy, to be stronger, to feel better about myself, gain that confidence. Just, look good in clothes, go shopping in the smaller sections, not have to buy the plus size clothes, all of those things. But then after my mom passed away, it was like my why completely changed. So my original why was I want to look good. I want to feel good. And now my why is I want to be around for my family. Now my why is I want to get healthy. I want to change my life and the outcome. I don't want to end up like my mother. She's missing out on so much, and I don't want to miss out on anything. I have a new nephew, and I just absolutely love him, and I want to be around for as long as I can. I want to be healthy. I want to be happy. I do have self-confidence. I've always kind of never let the weight hold that back. Mm-hmm. I've always been very body positive and, wear the shorts, wear the bathing suit, go out, travel, have fun. Don't let the weight hold you back. But I need to really focus on my health, the health part of it, and knowing that I have to do this for myself because I deserve it.
I think that is a really important call out, that you can love yourself for who you are and still enjoy your life, but also recognize, hey, I want to feel better. I want to do this for a long time. I want to enjoy my life for a long time. That was so powerful, Alicia, like truly. Thank you for sharing. What was your biggest challenge going in, knowing that your goal was to reverse your diabetes diagnosis?
My biggest challenge was basically changing my relationship with food. My whole life, we have celebrated with food. Birthday parties, Christmas, it's always about what can you eat? What are you bringing? Am I going to this event? What are they going to have?
What's on the menu?
Exactly, right? It's always revolved around food. My entire life has always been, I absolutely love food. And I'm sure a lot of people do. So that was basically my biggest challenge was that. So I had to learn how to not turn to food in bad situations. So when I'm having a stressful day at work, not reach for the food. Maybe go for a walk. Go and chat with a friend, watch a movie, do my nails, do some self-care, because mindset to me is really everything. Mm-hmm. When you put all of the pressure on yourself and you reach for food because that's been your comfort your entire life.
Yeah.
Food's always been there for me no matter what. And it's always been in the background. It's always been everywhere. So you really have to focus on changing that relationship and knowing that food's always going to be there. So you do not have to go and overeat. You don't have to go and this isn't the last time you can have this food. It's always going to be there. So just change the way you look at food, change your focus. I always say as well as a lot of people, eat food that you love. Eat the food you love because it's not going to be sustainable to eat something. If you love salads, go ahead. Eat salads every single day for every meal. Good for you. That's great. I love salads. I don't want to eat them every meal though. So the way I see it is, you say you love French fries. Okay, so that's great. You can have French fries. Watch your portions, cook them in the air fryer or the oven. You don't have to takeout to have the French fries. You can make them at home. Take recipes and incorporate them, make them healthy, like desserts. I love sweets. So many people do, right? But go to the no sugar section and get those sweets because I know they're not as good. We'll be real.
I'm not trying to fool anyone here. No.
I'm not trying to say that they're as good, but they're going to satisfy that sweet tooth and you still feel like you're a part of the group that's eating, say, the dessert. You don't feel left out on the outside.
Right. You're not missing out on the community aspect of food.
Exactly.
Speaking of community, how has Weight Watchers set you up for success so far? Are there any tools in the platform you feel have helped you the most through your experience as a member living with diabetes?
Weight Watchers is amazing. The app, everything about it is so helpful. And when Weight Watchers introduced the Diabetes Tailored program, it was just the icing on the cake. The app is so helpful. It kind of it makes things a little bit easier for you to navigate. So you can scan at the grocery stores, you can scan in your house, any of the products you're buying, they track your exercise. So it's great. Because exercise is so important to someone living with diabetes, even walking 10, 15 minutes a day can really help you and lower your blood sugars. And so that's great that it tracks there. I can keep watching it and see how I'm doing. It tracks your food, so your points, right? It tracks your blood glucose levels, which is amazing. And it also tracks your sleep, which sleep is a huge part of any health journey. So I do love that. Also with the Weight Watchers app, it really helps you to feel like you belong, like you're a part of the community. So many people are on there. I'm on there sharing recipes, diabetes friendly recipes. I share all the time. And I love also getting that from other people. I love searching. I love hearing people's stories, their struggles, checking out new recipes that they're adding as well. I love sharing all of that stuff. I share my struggles, everything, my success. I always share everything on Connect. It's amazing. And it just makes you feel like you're not the only one there. There's so many other people that are going through the exact same thing that you're going through, and you can chat with them. And it's just such a great community. Amazing. And the app is just wonderful. By people on there.
Amazing. Alicia, would you mind giving us an example of your lifestyle or maybe the foods that you used to eat versus what you currently eat now and your lifestyle now? I mean, I know you mentioned you're now walking 15 to 20 minutes a day. That's helping. What other changes have you made?
Well, first of all, I would not be making banana bread with oatmeal. I have completely changed so much of my life. So I do the walking every day. I now have started my lifestyle before, I would go to a restaurant, I would order an appetizer, a meal, and a dessert. Mm-hmm. I did not worry about the calories. I didn't worry about the points. I didn't worry about the sugar content. I didn't worry about that stuff. I didn't exercise at all. I am a bigger person, so exercise for me can be hard, and I totally admit that. But making those little changes every day leads to big changes, right? Mm-hmm. And so I started to do the walking. I started to track all of my food. I now make my own sweet treats. Mm-hmm. Everything is made with the no sugar or the sugar substitutes. Like I always do that. And like I said, it's not as good, but you know what? It works. Mm-hmm. I have lost 50 pounds. And I have come off my insulin at night.
Wow, Alicia, congratulations.
Yeah. So I am so happy with everything. And this has changed my life completely. It's just, it's amazing.
It's so true what you said. Just like those little changes add up to big changes. Wow. Amazing. Now, have you encountered, losing 50 pounds, coming off, your nighttime insulin, those are amazing, amazing results. but have you encountered any setbacks that have made you stronger in the long run? And when you do face setbacks, what words of encouragement from someone else have kept you going?
So my biggest setback was when I went to my doctor and he did put me on the insulin at night. I was always just on medication. And when he told me that I had to go on insulin at night, it was pretty hard. I'm not going to lie. I cried. I was really upset. I thought, that's a big one. And I thought, okay, I'm not doing this. This isn't happening. I will do it for now, but I'm getting off of this. I'm not. And this was before I had lost all the weight. So I just kept going with that. And so that was a huge thing, but it made me look at everything differently. And it made me really refocus again and say, okay, this is not happening. I need to take charge of my life. Food does not control me. Let's get this done. Let's get the show on the road and do it. So I just really focused on that. And I was at a Weight Watchers workshop one night, and this is my words of encouragement. I don't know who said it, and I always ask if someone would tell me who said it, but someone was talking about the saying, like, just keep swimming. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about how every day, just keep swimming. One meal, one choice, making the decision to go for that walk instead of just sitting down and watching your show, what you want to do, but just keep swimming. They said that you'll be swimming and it's great. And then all of a sudden you'll have a setback, which are like the weeds, and you're going to struggle through that. And you're going to keep going, but you're going to struggle. And as you move on, the stronger you become. Mm-hmm. And those weeds, you come out of them and you keep going. As long as you don't give up, you're going to get out. And there's always going to be struggles. Like, it's never going to be easy. There's always going to be something that is going to get in your way. And the way it changes, because it changes of how you look at it, how you look at the situation, and you decide to approach that situation makes all of the difference. So I put a sign up on my fridge that said, just keep swimming. And I have said stuff on Instagram about it and connect. And I move forward and I just say, just keep swimming, Alicia. Just keep swimming. Just make the right decision at this moment and keep going. And it's changed everything.
No kidding. I'm feeling super encouraged. Thank you for that. Thank you for whoever shared that with you initially, and for you sharing it with me and all of us. Like that is very encouraging. Knowing all that you know now about diabetes, is there anything that you wish you had known at the start of your journey that you'd want others to hear?
My biggest thing would probably be that you're not alone, because being diagnosed is scary, and I was lost. I didn't really know where to go or what to do, what to eat. It's something that you have to, your whole life changes. You look at food differently than someone that doesn't. Like, you look at it differently than a person not living with diabetes. And everything changes. So the way you look at food, the way your body adjusts to food is different. You're always wondering, is that going to affect my sugars? Am I okay to eat that? What is in that? You go to a party, a birthday, you can't have the cake. So things like that are just, they make you feel very alone. And when I joined Weight Watchers and I became part of the community, it made me feel that I am a part of something. And there are people that are struggling just like me. And you don't have to, this isn't the be all end all. You can change your life. You can do hard things. You can keep going every single day. This is not the end for you. This is just a diagnosis. You can change it. You can really do anything you put your mind to. Mindset is everything. And if you just focus on your health and what you truly want, you can do anything. And my goal is to reverse diabetes, my type 2 diabetes. And I am working every day at doing that. Like I said, yeah, I struggle. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But at the end of the day, I have that goal and I know that that's what I want to achieve. Do I know 100% that I'm going to do it? No, I don't know. Maybe I won't reverse diabetes, but I'm going to try the hardest I've ever tried at anything in my life because I know that I can do hard things and I know that we all can.
Yeah.
So really, that is my biggest advice is to just look for community, look for friends, look for family. Don't let yourself struggle alone. Reach out for people and share your journey.
Alicia, thank you so much for those words. You're an amazing speaker. You are amazing at sharing your story. I feel so privileged that I've got to speak with you. And like, I'm sure everyone else is feeling as privileged as well. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, everyone who is viewing, for joining us. And we thank the ADA for this opportunity, and both ADA and WW hope that you are leaving this feeling inspired and encouraged in your journey with diabetes. So if you do want to learn more about the Weight Watchers Diabetes Tailored Plan and our partnership with the ADA, make sure you click the link in the description of this video. Thank you all so much. Have a great day.